Councilor McGonigal. We have Councilor Chetta. We have Councilor Caputo. We have Councilor McKinnon.
Here.
And I have Councilor DePrio. We have 5 members present. We do have a quorum.
Stand and salute the flag.
All right. You want to?
I don't know who's a member of the committee here.
What is most part of the committee? Peter. Oh, you got this.
Rosa.
That's right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, whoa. What are you trying to throw one of my members off, for God's sakes? Wait a minute.
You know, I know he's
Wait
chairing
a
the next
minute.
meeting, so I didn't know whether he wanted to be involved in that, so.
You want to make a motion to take item 5 first? Can we have a motion on the floor to take,
Motion made to take item number 5.
Second.
motion made to take item 5?
All
All's in
right.
favor?
Aye.
Suppose
Item
ayes
number
have it.
5, that's a petition for a lodging house license for David A. Markey, doing business at Bean Road at 336 Broadway.
Yes. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Molly. How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Good. I know that we now get police reports on the activities of all these rooming houses, and there was some red flags with yours, so I think that's why we called you before the
I
committee.
think one of the, I don't know if you got the updated ones. This is going back to November 21st, it looks on this one, that I have, that I got from Caroline. I think this goes back to 11/20.
This is on 336
Correct.
Broadway?
Yeah.
Okay. The one I have, Mr. Molly, in front of me is from February
Okay.
to, yeah. Okay. The last date I have is 2/21/13, the first,
Oh, good.
date. Okay. Are there any questions from the committee? Yes, Councilor McKinney?
Yes, there was, we received a police report on every call that comes in. Are those all going to your building, or are they going to the front of the building? What's going on with that?
If you look at a lot of the complaints, a lot of them, there's a gentleman sleeping in the alley, there's fights outside between a couple of people, there's references to a parking spot with the school across the street.
Those are just not right.
Correct.
They
And
just
a lot of
reference
these are
schools
medicals,
building.
too. Last year when we left here, Anthony and I made a conscientious decision to get rid of the manager and start all over again. And that's why when Mr. Van Campen was here, we said, give us 6 months, we'll clean everything up, which we did. Everybody was gone. But in the meantime, it took me 6 months to evict everybody that was having problems, except this one particular gentleman, this guy Maloney, that you'll see, almost every medical is him. I actually had a trial in Malden District Court, 2 weeks ago, 3
Couple
weeks
weeks
ago?
ago, yeah.
And he gave something that he's protected by the with the Disabilities Act and all this stuff, so we had a recess, and I had to come back the following Thursday because he was supposed to present evidence, and he didn't. He has till the end of March. He's one of the main complaints in the whole thing, is this guy Maloney. Now, there must be 15 medicals for him. And she said I didn't have the right to evict him. I said, that's my building, I have the right to evict him. I go in front, and I explained to her, I go, every time there's a police call, I get called. If he called the fire department, it'd be a different story. He calls the police department for a medical call. Every time they call, the police department goes on a record, and I get called in front of the Board of Aldermen. She goes, well, she gave me some whole spiel, but she did give him till the end of March to move out. So, and if you look at the police report, I think since October, when I got rid of everybody, I don't think there's been, only medicals, really.
Actually, last police call for the building is, I believe, in October, for the actual building itself. But
Yeah.
a lot of them are from, he's right, from outside. People just use the address. They're arguing over parking spots, which has actually nothing to do with the building. So there's a good amount of those.
Counselor Florio?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. How many rooms do you have
There's
available?
14 rooms over there.
Uh, So it's a rooming house?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So you rented by the room, by the week? How
We
does that
rented,
work?
most of the tenants over there are elderly, and they can only pay, I think most of them get welfare. They get like $706 a month. We get $600 if we're lucky. Mostly $140 to $150 a week for the rooms. Years ago, these were money makers, these boarding houses. Now, I think it's a necessity in the city. And when you have the elderly, and which I do, I mean, they like to have their little electric heaters, and I think my electric bills last, what were they, $1,600 for Broadway and $1,600 for Linden Street for electric.
Okay, but it is a rooming house?
It's a rooming house.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, there's, one thing I want to understand, I'm sorry. I'm a little new to this, so I'd like an explanation. Over here says 14 rooms, but I have 19 circled. What does that mean?
I think there were 19 offenses. Was that how
Is
that?
that
I don't
what that
have,
is?
mine's in my desk, but I think
So
there
this
was.
means 19 calls.
And then, and Mr. Small, you understand that raises a red flag now when we look at that. You got 14 rooms and there were 19 offenses.
Oh, I realize that.
Thank you.
I mean, I can't imagine elderly people doing this, throwing people down the stairs and, but anyways. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Counselor Capone?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the petitioner. Usually the building is pretty well maintained from the exterior.
It is.
I have noticed that in the front of the building, there's a trash bag in the window. It's been up there for a while. You aware of that?
The window fell out,
Yeah.
and it broke, and I have to replace the whole window, not just the frame itself.
Do you have a time frame when you think that'll be done?
Probably, I didn't want to take it out because I'd have to put a whole piece of plywood in there, and that's the only window in the room. Probably within the next couple of weeks. But that's the actual window inside a frame inside the bag.
Okay.
Because it was so cold, it happened during one of the snowstorms.
Yeah.
Right out the window, right outside it flew.
I noticed it for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna chip the
Yeah,
window out.
it's been there for about a week or so, 10
Yeah,
days.
something like a week, if that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna chip the window out and
Got to put a whole new window
have to
in,
put a hole in the window in, yeah.
frame and all.
I have no other question.
No further questions? What's your pleasure, ladies and gentlemen?
Mr. Chairman, when we give this license out, if we vote on this license for a whole year?
Yes. Gets renewed every year.
Well, I
Because he was
recommend,
up for renewal,
right.
correct?
Is there any
Correct,
way we could do a 3-month until we see the new police report?
You can put restrictions on anything, sure. Yes, Counsel McKinnon?
On this, as the gentleman stated, he said that basically they had evicted most of the trouble that was down there. I think that we should actually probably give it maybe a 6-month and then go 6 months and see how they actually do it with that. So.
Sure, we can review it in 6 months from now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can, Mr. Burley? Sure.
I would second that recommendation. 6 months is a better time period than 3.
Is that all?
That's fine.
Okay. So I'd make a motion for 6
For
months.
for
review.
favorable action to grant the license,
Yes,
and then have a review in 6 months to see how
things are going down there, police.
they're
wise.
progressing with cleaning it up.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Okay, Mr. Marley, all those in favor on the motion?
Aye.
All's against, the ayes have it. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
I don't see anything else. Huh? Yeah. Sal.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, to take item 6 off the calendar.
Item number 6.
Aye.
This is a petition to allow a mechanical license doing business as Easy Auto, 172 Chelsea Street.
Petitioner here, yes, come forward, please. Good evening. Good evening, sir. sir, now, who's the one getting the license? Both of us,
Me.
you and Mr. Norina?
Yes.
Okay. Could you explain a little bit about yourself and who you are and what your experience is in auto repair?
Oh, well, I said, I'm not to speak too English too much, you know. This is my partner.
Okay, we are partners, you know, in the business. I've been the manager in the place, let me see, for 7 years, because the place, you know, in the past was Medrano Auto Care, and I've been the manager for 7 years. I worked with the last owner, William Velasco. Well, it showed the opportunity to get the place, you know, and him and I, we wanna buy the place, and well, actually, the whole experience is mine, you know. It's beginning with me. It's getting experience in this, but the whole experience is mine, obviously, actually.
On this, right here, so these two gentlemen are coming in, they're going to reopen a already existing business. And
Yeah, can we have the clerk come up for us, if you could, Michael, please?
Yeah, this was Madrano's, and yes, they've purchased it, and they are going to open it as Easy Auto Care.
is all the paperwork in order?
Yeah, all the paperwork is in order, so.
Was there any complaints before from this area?
There were quite a few at first, and then we had the owner and the manager up, and former Alderman Frank Nazzo basically just said, listen, you will never hear from us if you go and do things right. We haven't had a single complaint since then. Everything's been kept pretty well. It's been clean. We had probably a lot of cars in the lot that, you know, banged up and stuff, and it's not a body shop. So, but that was cleaned right up, and we've not had a single complaint since then. It's probably been a couple of years, if not
Okay.
longer.
And sir, you've been there this whole time?
Yes.
Yes, yeah,
I've been
he's the
there.
manager.
So you know this
Yep.
gentleman? Okay. And he's now purchasing this, as we heard. So,
So as long as they keep the same thing, and keeping it neat and clean and everything, we should have no problem. You know, not taking, you know, those spaces in front, you know, where they park for the springs, not taking those parking spaces. And like I said, it's been pretty good since then.
thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Councilor Capone?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, through you. I'm sorry, sir, the manager, I didn't catch your name.
Eric,
Eric. And you've been there, you said, for 7 years?
7 years.
Okay, and
When we began with Medrano Auto Care.
Okay, it sounds like there was a good track record in the last
Yes.
2 years, which is excellent. Now, Mr. Norena, do you have any auto mechanic experience at all, or just?
Oh, well, I working in the auctions for the cars about 4 or 5 years ago. I like the job, the car. I had a little experience, but I don't work to mechanic, but I just had experience.
Okay. And it's your, now, are you a part owner at all, or are you gonna be the manager on the new?
Well, I'm gonna be also the manager in the new,
Okay.
okay?
And that's your intention, is to keep him
Yeah,
on as manager?
exactly.
Okay. I don't have any questions.
I just have a question from the chair, if I may. I'm looking, Mr. Norina, at your Cora report, and it has some questions. Now, I don't know whether I can question that in this arena, Mr. Clerk. Could you advise me on that? I have his Cora report in front of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to answer, I wouldn't want to, yeah, I wouldn't want to answer that. I would certainly leave that to legal counsel.
Okay. I think the advice would have to be in closed session. I don't think we could answer anything in public anyway, so maybe we'll take care of that at the meeting. It's just some questions that we have. Okay, Mr. Norina?
Okay.
My other question to you, Eric, as the manager, how come you're not on this license?
Excuse me, what you say?
How come your name is not part of this license?
My name?
Yeah,
Because I just have a, my legal status, I just have a permit, working permit from the
Okay.
immigration department.
okay,
That's the reason, because my name is not there,
okay. And in this location, so I'm sure of it, this is right across from the,
It's right after, right on the corner where the springs are, then there's the pizza place. And it used to be Transition World a long time ago. I think that's the right place.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the right place.
okay. Thank you. I don't have any further questions. Yes, Councilor Capone?
I don't have any other further questions.
What is your pleasure? What would you like to do with this?
I
Well, we want to refer it to the,
would refer it to the, refer it to the city council meeting with the recommendation of, legal advice.
From the city solicitor.
okay, I second that motion? To
Second.
refer it to the city council for legal advice. All's in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. So if you just stick around, gentlemen, okay, during the meeting, when we have full bodies in session. This is just a committee meeting. Do you understand that, Eric? You can explain that
Yes.
to him? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
The appointees are here finally now, so if you want to revert back to, Mr. Chairman, revert back to the regular order of, take all four. You want to, motion is then? to take- All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it.
All right. Items 1 through 4, these are orders offered by Council Michael Marquez and President. And these are subject to the confirmation by the Honorable City Council. These are appointments to the Everett Redevelopment Authority. And their names are Attorney Daniel Napolitano, Alfred Lattanzi, Vincent Ricucci, and David Ricucci.
Councilor Sachetta, would you like these gentlemen to come up before the board, or they're in
No,
the audience? Okay.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, I have a prepared statement and a few questions I would like to answer. And before they answer these questions, I'd like to finish the whole statement if I could.
Yes, you sure can.
As an alderman last year, when this authority was discussed at several meetings, I asked, and many other aldermen asked, who may be appointed to this authority and by whom. We were told that these appointments would be made by the mayor and approved by the city council. We also suggested that a resident of Lower Broadway would be a good appointment to this authority. This authority is a necessity, as we were told, for the casino to go forward. And I am 100% in favor of this casino. But this authority will also be in existence for many years for the redevelopment of Lower Broadway and the betterment of Everett in the future. Therefore, we must be careful and diligent in the approval of all authority appointments. I would like to be informed as to how many applications were submitted and if any of these submittals were from residents of Lower Broadway or any other applicants were female. I would also like to be informed as to whether all of these applications were formed as to the fact that the applications were received and results of the decisions made regarding them. I have no problem with the four gentlemen that are before us for approval as to their qualifications and integrity. But two of the gentlemen I do have a problem with, and the reasons for those are: one gentleman has a wife working as a secretary to the mayor. He also owns a business that does thousands of dollars worth of business with the city. Also, he was a fundraiser for the mayor during the last year's election. The other gentleman was recently appointed by the mayor to the Everett Housing Authority. Also, he has been a spokesman for the mayor at the Wynn Casino meetings and rallies. These two men would not be an independent voice on the authority. They would be obliged to vote as the mayor wished. Therefore, I could not vote favorably for these two gentlemen. Thank you. On the questions, if anyone from the mayor's office would like to answer them, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, we have the mayor here. Mr. Mayor? Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. To answer your question, we do have a governor appointee of the woman. He lives in Bradford Street. She's the governor's office. I don't think other than her, other than Marie, is the only woman who's got a five. No one is from Lower Broadway at five to be on the redevelopment authority. There's all the residents of
How many were there? How many resumes were there?
Nine total,
Including the four that you were appointing?
and I believe, maybe two other residents and members that are there are in my office, so I think 11 total. People applying. If you remember, the redevelopment authority,
Thank you. The redevelopment authority will only enact the urban renewal plan that is approved by the city council. So your comments regarding the two individuals that I believe, like Everett Blood, that do so much for the city of Everett. Yeah, one of them, his wife does work for me, and on his spare time is a campaigner, and fundraiser, but so aren't about 600 other people in Everett work on my campaigns. So it's probably it's hard to find someone who's not tied to me somehow. Living in the city 41 years and being involved in politics for 20 years. I have a deep amount of friends in the community, respectable people in the community that all, like Alfred Latanzi, on a bank board, owner of a small business, owns lots of property in the city, raised two great sons, and lives on Pearl Street. I think would be a tremendous. Worked for Speaker Kavarian for many years and knows the ins and outs of the State House and has lots of contacts. Find a better person than Alex Mann.
I have no problem.
Vincent Rigucci, who's donates his time to the E-Club. Yes, is definitely a spokesperson for the WIN project because he sees the goodness in it. He's from the line. He grew up down the line with his family. Son is, his whole family is a respectable family, part of the St. Anthony's Parish Church. Also a banker himself. It wasn't just like, let's go look at who my best friends are and let's put them on the board. Dan Napolitano, I think I've talked to Dan, I've got to know Dan over the years, but an attorney in the city, raising two kids. Dave Rigucci, former town manager, former mayor, alderman for many years, lifelong resident. And these people are good quality caliber people who are going to put into effect the urban renewal plan that you're going to approve. They can't do anything else but put into effect your urban renewal plan. So when it comes before you, the plan, you'll have the opportunity to approve it or not approve it. We have an advisory group made up of about 25 residents of the city, some actually business owners who don't live in the city. You can have a little mix match of people that are going to, come up with the urban renewal plan. But at the end of the day, it's really the city council's ability to, vote in the plan. It's only their job to enact that plan. And who better than people who have business ties and banking ties and an attorney and a mayor that has seen the possibilities of what the city could be for years and was always thwarted every time he tried to come down and do something good. They're a good group. There wasn't really many more resumes that came in. And the resumes here, and I'll share the resumes with you. I don't have to, but I will. If you'd like to come down to my office sometime, and any time you could have called, contacted me, and talked to me about this. I tried to leave you alone. I'm available any time you ever need me, any of you, to talk about what we can do for the best interest of the city of Everett. But I'd like to get this process going. We aggressively working on an urban renewal plan to get it together really quickly. It's gonna be a really small, condensed one to start. We have some timing issues going on. Does that answer your questions regarding, I know you had some prepared statements.
Well, I didn't question the qualifications. I didn't question their integrity. I didn't question anything about what they are in the city and what they're doing. They're all fine. I call them gentlemen, and I still call them gentlemen. My problem was they're tied to you directly, and if they were told to do something by you, they would have to do it.
Right.
That was my problem.
If I have that kind of power over somebody, wow, that's amazing. If I can force someone to do something, because I can't even get my wife and kids to do what I want them to do. Never mind getting four adult people and so forth to do what they want to do. They're going to be people that I know and have knowledge of, and people that I read through. I don't know the lady Marie Chirofalo, who I asked sent it to the governor's office. I don't know Marie. I met her campaigning, but she was a former town manager of a couple cities, a couple towns, worked her way through the municipal government in Stoughton and Easton and so forth. Lives in Everett. I just tried to get, I think, with the best people that applied. I do consider them friends. I consider most of you in this room my friend. I'm not going to put someone on there that they completely have no knowledge of who they are or what they have done. You have to. These are people that have been around Everett for, combined the four of them right there, probably 200 years. Their families, hundreds of years. They're going to do what's in the best interest of the city, and that's all I've been trying to do for the last 7 years. Is within the best, actually, the last 20 years, is within the best interest of the city.
Councilman McKinney?
Mr. Mayor, I remember back in the talks when we said that we would like someone from down in the affected area that's going to be down there. I know that I received one gentleman's resume, and I think that you may have it. I'm not going to say his name, but he was basically down in the affected area. I believe he was on a
Parish Street?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I did receive his resume. I didn't realize Parish Street's not the line, but it's Richie
Close.
Slush, it's close. But
Ward 1 anyway.
And I did go over his resume, and a very good resume. And I think we might have offered him, maybe, I don't know if we have yet or not, but we offered him to be on the advisory committee. The urban
Now, is
renewal
that
plan.
the urban renewal?
Yes,
Could you explain that?
everybody here on this who applied, we're gonna ask them to serve on the urban renewal advisory
Can you
committee.
explain that?
So the Urban Renewal Advisory Committee would basically be the group that works with the consultant that the city has hired, and work with James Erickson, the city planner, that will develop the plans for targeted areas of redevelopment. So they will take an area, let's say we're gonna start with, of course, the Monsanto site in that area there, and take that and develop the plans for the siting of a gaming facility. But it could be wherever. It could be the other part of the line, or it could be Route 16 where, we have the abandoned, down on 2nd Street where we have all the abandoned warehouses, and that could be the next urban renewal plan where we come up with a plan for redevelopment. That comes to the city council, and that could be, and Jamie and Dave can explain it probably a little better, but that would be, could be involved in changing the zoning, but it also could be just a plan of what we want to see cited there. It could be hotel uses or office uses, or so stop certain types of uses from happening. Open junkyards, or whatever we don't want to see anymore, which you think we have enough of. Freestanding drive-through coffee shops. We don't want to see that anymore. We want to see something different. We want to see more like Stacy's Landing, retail and housing, possible commuter rail line stops, and connection or Civil Line extension that's going to stop at Demoulas, and we may want to try to get one down on that 2nd Street area. That kind of stuff is really, come up with a better plan for redevelopment. Then that will come to that will be eventually into an urban renewal plan, go before city council, and you would vote on that plan for that certain area.
So those individuals, they would be approved by you, or they would be approved by the city council to go on the urban development?
No, if you have any people you'd like to be on that committee, feel free to let me know.
In council, I don't want to get too far away from this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We've got appointments here.
I understand.
That's something I think you could call the mayor on, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
anybody that wants to be on it, that's all. I don't want to cut anybody short, but
Just a quick, another quick question. Now, I know the four gentlemen, I could trust their judgment, all four of them. I've read their resumes, I understand. Do you see any conflict of interest whatsoever?
None.
Absolutely not?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you.
Councilor Capone, thank you, Councilor.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Through you to the mayor. Thank you for attending this evening to explain this. I share your pain with not being able to get your children and your wife to do anything, so I fully understand that. We are a small community, as you mentioned. It's very hard to even walk house to house and not know someone. The four gentlemen that you've appointed, I've known 3 of them for at least 25 years, and one of them since I was 6. So they're people with long roots in the city. I understand my brother's concerns. We always have to be aware of any issues of that nature. I've received a few calls, and for my own education as well, what I'm hearing from folks is they just want to understand the process. Could you explain how the process started, what forms of advertisement went out? You've already said that roughly about 11 applications came in.
Correct.
So if you could take it from there, and I'll follow that up.
And you know, I mean, Jamie did a lot of that, you know, doing the advertising and when he did it and the dates and stuff. So if you wouldn't mind, Jamie,
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
indulge you.
Is it on? Okay. Sure. Thank you for the question. So the redevelopment authority process, ultimately we did a series of advertisements through the local papers. We knew that that was one of the best ways to try to get the word out that we were looking for candidates through the mayor's office. The exact dates are still questionable, but it was around the times of the holidays because the vote to establish the redevelopment authority didn't happen until right before Thanksgiving timeframe, and we wanted to give it a little bit of time before we did the full advertisements. So I think we held at least one advertisement before New Year's and one after. And then what we really did is asked people that if they were interested to send copies of their resumes and letters of interest to the mayor's office directly, which was going to be the collector of all the resumes and applicants. And anytime I got one, I sent it directly up to the mayor's office as well. And then we collected those, and once we had, you know, a clear amount, we didn't have a deadline on that per se, but once we had a clear amount of interest, which tended to be around the 10 to 11 mark, and we also knew that we couldn't let this go on too much longer because we do have some pressing needs to move forward with the process at this time. We decided to move forward to the next stage and just reviewing the resumes and calling in those people that were at the top of our list of potential appointments in for interviews. The mayor's office handled that entire process as well. We had a series of interviews that the mayor and I and Dave sat in on and just asked the people some basic questions about, you know, why are you interested in doing this? What are you interested? What's your knowledge base on this? What's your background? There was a clear intent on trying to diversify the backgrounds of the members of the board. You know, having somebody with a banking background or a small business background or a legal background or an municipal administrative background was very intentional, just so that we could make sure that we had some diversity of knowledge base on there. Unfortunately, the applicants that submitted interests weren't overly diverse themselves, but we knew we did a decent amount of outreach and you know that those are the people who are interested. And it is a volunteer position, so it's hard to force people's hands to put their time towards a volunteer position. And that's how we got to where we are today, in a nutshell.
So, back to you, Mayor, through the chair. So roughly about 11 applications came in, and Jamie had started to touch on the review of the applications. Did you do that individually, as a committee?
We did it with our senior staff, myself, Jamie, David, Melissa Rodriguez. I think it was the 4 of us that had gone through the applicants, read their cover letters, their experience, their knowledge, and what they could bring to the ability to get an urban renewal plan to fruition. You know, to be able to work with bankers, work with developers, and can they get this urban renewal plan from the advisory committee to fruition? You know, and these were the best situated, the best people who submitted their resumes to us.
Okay. And I realize that right now the redevelopment authority is focusing in on Lower Broadway. obviously won't be exclusive to the area. As the council in the area, I have a heightened interest in, what happens down there. But it's obviously something that would be citywide at some point. You go from section to section. Out of the 11, I think I heard you say that nobody from down the line had applied?
The closest was
That one
a
I
gentleman
mentioned
from Parish Street.
Okay. And out of the 11 applicants, Jamie had mentioned that there were some interviews. So it was more than paper review? There was an actual interview process?
Phone interviews. We did phone interviews with, no, actually, they all came in. They all came in.
Every single?
Every single one of them came in.
Okay. That was my question. Out of the 11, how many of them actually went beyond a paper review and actually had a in-person interview?
Just the four that we appointed.
Just
had
the
it.
4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I happen to know everyone who applied. So, like Peter Kosciati, for instance, doesn't live in the city. Joe Sandegate, a great guy, but we just...
Well, I have absolutely no issue with the 4 individuals that you mentioned. I've known them almost my entire life. I was just wondering in terms of those that had applied, how many of them went through an actual in-person interview?
Yeah, we could...
About 5?
We could, no, just the ones we
Oh, just the
chose.
4, I'm sorry.
Yes, it was,
Okay. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate you answering the questions, and that way the folks at home understand the process and, how we got to the point where we are now. I have no other questions, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you.
Counselor Sachetta, do you have any questions for the mayor?
Mr. Mayor, I have one constituent that told me he sent in an application. He wasn't notified that he received it. He wasn't notified whether in fact he was approved or disapproved. And then I heard, I don't know how true it is, he asked someone in your office if in fact you received the application. He was told they might have lost it.
I think the person you speaking about is the person I talked to just
Yeah.
recently.
I don't want to mention his
Yeah,
name.
we have his resume. We did not lose his application. He actually, I asked him to serve on the Urban Renewal Advisory Committee, so.
I don't have
Counsel,
any-
for,
I don't have any questions.
are there any other questions for the mayor?
Yes, I do. I have one. Mr. Mayor, according to our rules, under the new charter, I believe it's 38, we can actually have a 3-member committee formed from the council. Would you advise that we do that or not advise that we do that? To actually be part of this, or actually to take a look at what's going on with both of those committees there. You have an urban development and a redevelopment. There would be 3
I
members
feel
from
if
this
you-
board
if-
right here.
If you feel that these people are worthy of getting the appointment, and why allow the process to go on?
Oh, no, what I'm saying is, I mean, to make we have the right to actually have, under our rules, which is Rule 38, to actually appoint, the president would appoint 3 members from this board here to actually coincide with them, or actually coincide with urban development to maybe give input or suggestion or stuff like that. Do you feel that that would be a wrong thing to do or a right thing to do?
Work together with the group?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful,
Absolutely.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Okay, so that's my question. I mean, under our rules.
When the president comes back, then you can ask him if you'd like to be an advisor to that redevelopment authority. then
So
I'm
if the
sure he'd
redevelopment
appoint you.
authority has a meeting, you would attend the meetings and just
Advise this board right here.
offer some advice to them if they want to take it or not take it, but offer some advice?
It's up to the president to make his decision on what 3 would be on that board, but according to our rules, that's what it would be.
Good point, Counselor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Counselor
see it
DeFlorio, do you have a
happening.
question for the mayor?
I don't.
Excuse with the customary thanks, only because, we have another meeting.
Thank you.
I do have the, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Would you-
Just as a technical matter, there's a number of amendments that are in the hands of the clerk that address the terms of each individual member. Under state statute, each member is appointed for a staggered term, so one member comes up every year. One member is appointed for 1 year, one member for 2 years. one member for 4 years, and one member for 5 years. Each member should have a copy of the proposed amendments, so I offer them to you for the items to be amended.
Mr. Chairman?
On that note, yes, Councilor McKinnon.
On that, was that changed from the last, that was changed from the last reading that we had?
It wasn't included within the first reading.
It was never
Yeah,
included?
it wasn't included. So
The
this
term
is new.
limits weren't included.
Yeah, the term limits weren't included, the individuals were, but the term limits attached to each individual appointee were not included.
Okay. Thank you.
And Mr. Rodriguez, they'll be in front of us this evening, those terms? or-
They should be out in front of you right now.
Okay.
I have additional copies, they're also in the hands of the clerk.
Okay, before I vote tonight, okay. Do
Make a motion for favorable recommendation, refer it to the city council.
I hear a second on that?
Second.
Motion made and seconded for favorable recommendation to the city council. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, gentlemen. Next order of business, Mr. Clerk.
Item number 7. This is a petition for a lodging house license to Bill Moore at 76 Norwood Street.
Petitioner in front of us.
I am Sean Flynn from Caritas Communities.
Could you just speak into the mic for the viewing audience at home, please,
Oh,
sir?
sure.
Your name?
My name is Sean Flynn. I work for Caritas Communities, who owns
Okay.
Bill Morehouse. I'm sorry.
Just bear with me. Yes, Councilor McKinnon?
Is all the paperwork in order? Paperwork's in order?
I'm told it is.
Okay. Thank you.
Councilor Capone? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry,
No.
Councilor McKinnon?
Thank you.
Councilor Capone?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm looking at the various items, and a lot of them do look like they're medical and things that, you know, there's a handful of things that would cause concern. They tend to be a little bit older. I do know the property is very well maintained, at least from the exterior of the building. So I commend you for keeping a nice property and the external portion of it. Is a city clerk available?
Yes.
How long have you had the property?
Caritas?
Yeah,
Or myself?
well, 76 Miller, how long has it been in your hand?
It's in my personal hands?
Well,
Well, I've had it actually 1 year tomorrow. I actually started with Caritas Communities.
okay, all right. So, Mike, the individual, through you, Mr. Chairman, okay, so I didn't realize there wasn't as much longevity, so you've been involved for about a year?
Yes.
And Caritas has held it beyond, longer than
Yes,
that?
yes.
Do you know how long they?
I would say over a dozen years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And over the course of that, I was looking at some of the items, and a lot of them are, you know, normal things. Other things are of concern, but they seem to be a little bit older. What has the history been over the course of the 12-year period, if you know?
Yeah, Buckland Street, I'm sorry, Norwood. Yeah, it's Norwood Street by then. Norwood Street's always been pretty well-run. I mean, even the way they put their trash barrels out, it's all neat in a row.
I commended them on the external appearance.
And inside, I mean, I've never heard a great deal of complaints about it. There seems to be a little uptick in this past report on Buckland Street, but, I mean, Norwood Street, but in the past, that's not been a problem. The problem has mostly been Hancock Street, and, you know, it's hard to differentiate between calls made because Hancock's a busy street for something going on outside the place and something going on inside, but when I went through those, I tried to differentiate between those. And, but Hancock has always been more of a problem than the Bill Moore house.
Yeah, okay, and I thought the same. Okay, thank you. I don't have any other questions, Petitioner.
Okay, again, I'm glad the city clerk, if I may, from the chair.
Thank you.
Sir, I apologize. Your name?
My name is Sean Flynn.
Sean, all of us think that you do run a pretty good business, but when we get now these police reports Okay, just like the city clerk has just said, there is a little uptick in, I'd say, bad behavior there.
Mhm.
So if you just go back to your owners, tell them
Okay.
that, you know, to keep an eye on their property and not let it get out of hand.
Okay.
And you won't have a problem with us.
Okay, I really appreciate
Okay.
it. Thank you very much.
What's your recommendation, gentlemen?
Leave it up to the members. Do you want to do the full, or do you want to do a 6 like we did before and review it again?
We can review it in 6 months if you'd like. Yes, Councilor McKinnon?
Yeah, I'd like to actually do that. If we
Okay,
could
grant the
review this-
license and then 6 months,
Yes.
Yeah.
have another police report come in and check it out.
I think that's a
Motion
good way to
made.
go.
Motion
I
made
second on
that we, yes.
Favorable recommendation to the city council with a 6-month review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you,
Thank you very
Sean.
much.
Got another one?
Yeah, I think he's representing number 8, too. Number 8, this is a petition for a lodging house license. This is for the Hancock Hotel, 19 Hancock.
Any questions? Once again, it seems like, you know what I mean, 35 rooms at 19 Hancock. There's been 13 calls of, you know, disturbing behavior. Yes, Councilor Capone?
Mr. Chairman, if there's no objection from the committee, I think that your point was well made on the other property, and Mr. Flynn go and talk to the folks, let them know what our concern as a community is, and maybe we do another, allow and do a review in 6 months as well.
Okay.
I'd make that.
In the form of a motion?
Second.
Again, favorable action on item, where we are, 8, to the committee, and with a 6-month review with a police department report. Okay, thank you, Sean. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Clerk.
All right, item number 9. This is a petition for a second-class motor dealer license. This is for Supreme Cars Incorporated on 3 Everett Ave.
Is the petitioner here? Yes, sir. Could you come up in front of us, please? Once again, this is just a committee report to familiarize us with you. Okay, and then it'll go before the board with our recommendation. Could you state your name and your address?
Roman, at 3 Everett Ave.
Is that your home address? Is that where you live, Joe? No?
167 Kennedy Drive, Malden.
In Malden? Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Councilor DeFlorio?
Do you own this property?
No,
You rent?
Bob Conti. The owner.
Mr. Chairman, as you can see, there's an outstanding balance of quite a bit from what I'm reading, 373,258, that's still?
I think that's dollars, 370.
Oh, $373.
Yeah.
Look like 373,000, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're making me nervous.
Now, the petitioner is looking to operate Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7,
Yep,
and you have 24 vehicles on the property, is that correct?
yes.
And everything is in place, Mr. Clerk?
Do you have parking and everything?
Yeah, all parking is accounted for, and 24, we've had real problems. As you know, this is where we refused to renew a license, where the board refused, the former Board of Aldermen refused to renew the license.
I'm familiar with the property.
So there was a history there also of too many cars. I know there's a lot of room, but you got to fight that temptation to have too many cars there. You couldn't enter it, you couldn't leave it. Both then exits were, I don't know if you ever went by there, but it can be a really profitable spot, a good-looking spot, but you just stack it with cars. Every previous owner just stacked that place, and I think it takes away from it.
I promise to taking care of it. I've been on 157 Ferry Street. I've been there since 2004. Been a nice and clean business. Me and my wife, Alessandra, so I hope we could do the same, that new location.
And now, 167 Ferry, where is that one, Michael, that he mentioned?
157.
157, where's that? That's,
That is Supreme next door to,
okay, I'm familiar with that, sure.
Miss Marchese.
Okay,
it's, next door to the old Spencer's.
okay. Counselor McKinnon?
I'm not familiar with the problems that they had in the past, so was it just an overcrowding issue?
No, it was far more than that. It was mostly consumer problems. We got different reports from different consumer agencies that...
The fraud.
Yeah, and so we decided not, the board decided not to renew that license, and now that it's open, so Mr. Aguilar is going for it.
And it was, excuse me, it was the same, it was the same?
No, the whole different people.
Oh, okay, it was a different group, okay.
That ownership's gone, Counselor.
Thank
This is a brand-new license. Counselor DeFlorio?
This is a brand new license, but do you have anything to do with the prior owners?
No. I would like to extend my business, so that's why I'm applying for the new, get a new location. Mine been there for, like, as I said, 11 years. So, too small, need more room, more space.
So the prior owners will have nothing, they won't be working for you, you'll have nothing to do with the prior?
No, me and my wife will take care of the whole business.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Counselor Capone?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the petitioner. That was one of my concerns. I want to make sure that you were completely unrelated to the former individual. And you did answer a question as far as experience. You've been on 157. Have you been in that location for 11 years?
Yeah, I've been there since 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the best of your knowledge, Mr. Clerk, any issues with that business at all?
No, I mean, from time to time, there's been, a few cars over, but mostly, I mean, it's unavoidable. It's a strip of land. It's a very difficult lot, the one at 157, if you've ever looked at it. It's a very difficult lot. It was granted, oh my goodness, had to be 20 years ago or so, maybe even longer. It's just a tough lot to do business on.
It is.
I mean, it's a strip of land. So whatever problems have been there, I think, is because of the outline of the property itself. It's really not meant for it.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Aguilar, you heard the comments that our clerk had made about avoiding the temptation to load the lot up, because that creates a lot of problems in the area, safety issues, just traffic coming and going. And I think you had expressed that you understood that, and you were going to be sensitive to that. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. I don't have any other questions for the petition.
Good. Thank you, Counselor. That's a point well taken. Okay, once our city clerk tells us certain things about what you've done in that business, you know what I mean, what's being operated down there, we don't want it coming before us, you know what I mean? And I know, because I'm right in that area where you run your business next to the gas station, and I do see it's clean and it's neat, and I don't see cars parked out on Ferry Street, Mr. Clerk, you know what I mean, blocking the street or whatever. So I do think he runs him and his wife run a nice operation over there. And I wish you the best of luck at, hopefully, your new location. What's your recommendation, ladies and gentlemen?
Second.
Favorable recommendation. All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
Congratulations.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. You have adjourned.
This meeting of the City Council will come to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Capone.
Here.
Counselor Della Sola.
Here.
Counselor DeFlorio.
Here.
Counselor Hanlon. Counselor McGonigal.
Here.
Counselor McKinnon.
Here.
Counselor Napolitano.
Here.
Counselor Strachetta.
Here.
Counselor Sani.
Here.
Counselor Simonelli.
Here.
Counselor Marchese. 9 members present, Mr. Chairman.
Please stand and salute the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we start, I have a couple of regrets. Counselor Michael Marchese is out sick with an injury. We wish him well at home. Councilman Hanlon is unable to attend the meeting tonight, so those two will not be present. Thanks, Mike. Clerk, please read the first order of business.
Item number 1, resolution sponsored by Councilor Michael Marchese is present to hold a 10-minute public participation period.
Make a motion to open public participation.
Second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to open public participation. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. You have done so. Do we have a sign-in sheet?
Mr. Chairman, I do, I have a Mary Busher, I hope I'm saying her name right.
Mary, please come up to the mic and actually state your name and address, please.
Mary Busher, 17 Floyd Street.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to talk about a safety issue of the unshoveled sidewalks throughout the city. I know this issue has been on the board before, and it was never brought to any kind of resolution. It's just the fact that it's hard to get around because a number of people don't shovel their sidewalks, making people walk into the street of all abilities, children going to school, mail carriers, just anyone who uses the sidewalk. I know one of the reasons before was that that it wasn't moved on to making a law, there was concern that some people could not do it or could not get anyone to do it for them. I talked to the Cambridge City Hall, the Elder Services, and they're in charge of helping people get their snow shoveled. If they can't, they have to apply for it, and they have to show that they have an inability and a financial hardship, and the DPW will shovel just their sidewalk. Maybe Everett could do something like that for those few who can't. But there's no reason for everyone, so many people, to be inconvenienced by that. If the sidewalks were like that all year, that so many people couldn't walk in on so much sidewalks, that the cement was all disrupted, something would be done. And it's not fair that out of 4 months of the year that you can't navigate easily. It keeps people in their homes. They're isolated more. They can't go to the corner store, go get the bus, go to the mailbox because they're afraid of falling. So it's a citywide, and it's a civic issue. I don't know if you're the right body of people to talk to. If not, tell me where to go.
No, we are. We're all listening, and I'm the one that actually responds back to you. No one else can respond back to you. So with that being said, I'm sure that one of the councilors, or you can reach out to one of the councilors that are in your ward or citywide. We're all citywide now, and we could actually do that.
So
we would put a resolution or an order on that something
To-
could be done.
to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay, the last meeting I mentioned about the problem of unleashed dogs at the 7-acre park. They have signs up, but today I was there was 9 unleashed dogs all at once. There's no one to enforce it, so it's always kind of a safety issue. And I don't know how that will be enforced, but I'm just throwing that back out there that I wish for safer walking for everyone.
I think that we're actually talking to individuals in different departments on that. So that will be addressed, I believe, at some point.
Okay, All right, thank you.
Thank you for appearing tonight, ma'am.
Mr. Chairman, I don't have anybody else on the public participation sheet, so I make a motion to close public participation.
Second the motion.
Motion made and seconded to close public participation. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, could you please take items number 3, 4, 5, 20, 21, 22, and 23 collectively? They're all appointed.
3, 4, 5. Take them out of order. Rule 7.1.
Suspend the rule, 7.1, take it out of order.
Motion made to suspend Rule 7.1, to take items 3, 4, 5, 20, 21, 22, and 23. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. You have done so. Clerk, please read item number 3.
Item number 3 is an order sponsored by Councilor Michael Marquez as president, subject to confirmation by the Honorable Board of Aldermen. Hereby appoint Diego Custodio as patrolman to the City of Everett's Police Department.
Favorable action on the order?
Second motion.
Motion for favorable action and seconded on the order. Roll call vote.
Councilor Capone.
Yes.
Councilor Delasola.
Yes.
Councilor DeFlorio.
Yes.
Councilor Hannon. Councilor McGonigal.
Yes.
Councilor McKinnon.
Yes.
Councilor Napolitano.
Yes.
Councilor Sarchetta.
Yes.
Councilor Sani.
Yes.
Councilor Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have confirmed. Congratulations. If there's any family members or anyone that would like to come up, take a picture.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties encompassed in me
as a patrolman in the Everett Police Department,
as a patrolman in the Everett Police Department,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably to the rules,
agreeable to the rules,
regulations,
regulations,
laws, ordinances, and charter
ordinances, and
of
charter
the City of Everett.
of the City of Everett.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
there will be truth, faith, and allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
and will support the Constitution
I will support the Constitution
and laws of the Commonwealth.
and laws of the Commonwealth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
there will be true faith and allegiance
to the United States of America,
to the United States of America,
and will support the Constitution of the United States.
and support the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep. Clerk, please read item number 4.
Item number 4 is an order sponsored by Councilor Michael Marquez as president, Subject to confirmation by the Honorable City Council, I hereby appoint Samuel Rutledge to the position of firefighter in the Everett Fire Department.
Favorable action.
Second.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded on the order. Please read the roll call.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Delasola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sechetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have confirmed. Do the next one.
Yeah, his father's here.
Please read item number 5.
Item number 5 is an order sponsored by Counsel Michael Marchese, as president, subject to confirmation by the Honorable City Council. I hereby appoint Chad Kelby to the position of firefighter in the Everett Fire Department.
Favorable action on the order.
Second motion.
Second.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded on the order. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Delasola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinney.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sechetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr.
You
Chairman.
have confirmed.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all duties incumbent upon me
as a firefighter in the Everett Fire Department,
as a firefighter in the Everett Fire Department,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
to the best of my abilities and my understanding,
agreeably to the rules,
and the rules,
regulations,
regulations,
laws,
laws,
ordinances, and charter
ordinances, and charter
of the City of Everett.
of the city of Everett.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
true faith and allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and I will support the Constitution
and I will support the Constitution
and laws of the Commonwealth.
and laws of the
So
Commonwealth.
help me God.
So help me God.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
true faith and allegiance
to the United States of America,
to the United States of America,
and support the Constitution
support the
of the
Constitution
United States.
of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Sign right here. No, that's his. This one's yours. Drop the top one's yours.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
We'll take a 5-minute recess so that they can have pictures taken.
So it's not in all the pictures or whatever.
Any family members, please step up, take pictures.
I'll bring you. Yeah. Be careful. Yeah. Then you gotta walk, shove off. We good? Get a picture of them both. I knew that kid when he was a baby. He was 2 tours. That one. We all set? Mr. Mayor, we're all set? Chief, take it easy now. Yep. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. City Council back in order, please. Please read item number 20.
Item number 20 is a committee report, Committee and Business, Community and Business Development Committee report, subject to confirmation by the Honorable Board City Council. I hereby appoint Attorney Daniel Napolitano as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority with a recommendation for favorable action.
Favorable action on the order?
Accept the committee
Second.
report and favorable action on the order.
Accept the committee, motion made to accept the committee report, favorable action on the order, and second it. All those, actually, roll call vote.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays. Mr.
You have it
President.
confirmed.
Item number,
Item 21, please.
item number 21 is an order sponsored by Councilor Michael Marquez as president. It's a committee report from the Community and Business Development Committee, subject to confirmation by the Honorable City Council. I hereby appoint Alfred Latanzi as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority.
Accept the committee report.
Accept the committee, accept the committee report and favorable action. Seconded.
Second.
On the order, roll call, please.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
No.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
8 yeas, 1 nay, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman.
You have confirmed. Please read item number 22, please.
Item number 22 is an order sponsored by Councilor Michael Marquez as President, Community and Business Development Committee report, subject to confirmation by the Honorable City Council. I hereby appoint Vincent Rigucci as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority with a recommendation for favorable action.
Accept the committee report and favorable action on the order.
Accept committee report and favorable action, and seconded on the order. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
No.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
8 yeas, 1 nay, Mr. President.
You have
Mr. Chairman.
confirmed. Please read item number 23.
Item number 23 is a committee report on an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as president. Committee report of the Community and Business Development Committee, subject to confirmation by the Honorable City Council. I hereby appoint David Ragucci as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority with a recommendation for favorable action.
Accept the committee report and place on file. Favorable
Accept-
action.
Accept committee report, place on
Second the
file.
motion.
Favorable action. Second the motion. Roll call vote.
Council Capone.
Yes.
Council Della Sola.
Yes.
Council DeFlorio.
Yes.
Council McGonigal.
Yes.
Council McKinnon.
Yes.
Council Napolitano.
Yes.
Council Sechetta.
Yes.
Council Sani.
Yes.
Council Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have confirmed.
Make a motion for 5-minute recess.
Motion made and seconded for 5-minute recess. All those in favor? All those opposed? The ayes have it. Any pictures? Please come up, take them up here.
Oh. That's all right, though.
Should we, can we do that now? Rose?
David, you on the same term?
Gentlemen, I asked I could stay because we have to actually give you term limits, okay? So we have to.
Pictures are all set. You won't have to come up again.
We just need to do term. Thank you. Night.
Mr. President, could we, Mr. Chairman, could we please reconsider items 20, 21, 22, and 23?
Motion made to reconsider items 20, 21, 22, and 23. Do I have a second?
Second.
And second it on the motion?
On item number 20, I'd like to make a change that.
An amendment?
Amendment that Attorney Daniel Napolitano is a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority to a 2-year term beginning on March 1st, 2014.
Motion made for the amendment for a 2-year term for Mr. Napolitano. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Please read the roll. Oh, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
As amended? The ayes have it. Please read 21.
No, if I may, no, that was simply on the amendment. The amendment can be by voice vote. Now he must vote on it as amended,
As amended.
by roll call.
Favorable action on the order.
Second.
As amended.
Motion made for favorable action on the order as amended. Roll call vote.
Council Capone.
Yes.
Council Della Sola.
Yes.
Council DeFlorio.
Yes.
Council McGonigal.
Yes.
Council McKinnon.
Yes.
Council Napolitano.
Yes.
Council Sechetta.
Yes.
Council Sani.
Yes.
Council Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. President. Mr.
You have
Chairman.
amended.
On item number 21, I'd like to amend it to say, Alfred Latanzi is a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority to a 4-year term beginning on March 1st, 2014.
Motion made to amend for a 4-year term on Alfred Latanzi. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
On the amendment, you have passed.
Favorable action on the order as
Motion-
amended.
Motion made for favorable action on the order as amended
Second.
and seconded. Please read the roll.
Council Capone.
Yes.
Council Del Sola.
Yes.
Council DeFlorio.
Yes.
Council McGonigal.
Yes.
Council McKinnon.
Yes.
Council Napolitano.
Yes.
Council Sechetta. Counselor Sani?
Yes.
Counselor Simonelli?
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. President.
You have confirmed and
Mr. Chairman.
amended.
On item 22, Mr. Chairman, I hereby appoint Vincent Magucci as a member of the Everett Redevelopment for a one-year term beginning on March 1st, 2014.
Motion made for Mr. Vincent Rigucci to have a one-year term and seconded as amended. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it.
Favorable action on the order as amended.
Second amendment.
Motion made and seconded for favorable action on the order as amended. Please read the roll.
Counselor Capone?
Yes.
Counselor Della Sola?
Yes.
Counselor DeFlorio?
Yes.
Counselor McGonigal?
Yes.
Counselor McKinnon?
Yes.
Counselor Napolitano?
Yes.
Counselor Sechetta? Counselor Sani?
Yes.
Counselor Simonelli?
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. President.
You have amended.
On item number 23, David Magucci, as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority, to be a 5-year term beginning on March 1st, 2014.
Motion made for Mr. David Rigucci to have a 5-year term amended and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it.
Favorable action on the order as amended.
Second.
Motion made for favorable action on the order as amended and seconded. Please read the roll.
Counselor Capone?
Yes.
Counselor Della Sola?
Yes.
Counselor DeFlorio?
Yes.
Counselor McGonigal?
Yes.
Counselor McKinnon?
Yes.
Counselor Napolitano?
Yes.
Counselor Sechetta? Counselor Sani?
Yes.
Counselor Simonelli?
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have amended. Is there any other order of business?
Mr. Chairman, I have a sign-in sheet.
Okay.
You want to get sworn in now?
Suspend 7-1.
They want to get sworn in now?
Should we swear these gentlemen in? Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that can be sworn in.
let's swear them in. Gentlemen, could we please have you come
Are
up
they
to be
all for?
sworn in?
Who's missing? Vinny?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent upon me as a member of the Everett Redevelopment Authority, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules, regulations, laws, ordinances, and charter of the city of Everett. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and will support the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the United States of America, and I will support the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations. Congratulations. I know, huh?
Dave, it's like a prison sentence, 5 years they got you for. Wow. Might as well swear you in, too.
Right.
City Council back in order, please. Do we have,
I have a sign-in sheet, Mr. Chairman, Sean Flynn, in regards to item number 26.
suspend 7-1, and we'll take 26.
I make a motion to suspend Rule 7.1, take item 26
Mo-
off the agenda.
Motion made to suspend Rule 7-1 and take item number 26,
Yes.
and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it.
Item number 26 is an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez, as President, Community and Business Development Committee report on a petition for a lodging house license for Bill Morehouse at 76 Norwood Street from Caritas Communities Incorporated.
What's your pleasure on this?
Favorable action,
Recommendation
Mr.
for
Chairman.
favorable action and review in 6 months.
Motion made for favorable action and review in 6 months. Roll call vote, please.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta. Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have passed. Please read.
Make a motion to suspend Rule 7.1 and take item 28 off the agenda.
Motion made to suspend
For 27.
27?
item 27.
28.
Same guy.
Oh, 27 and 28, I'm sorry.
Items 27 and 28, and suspend Rule 7.1. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. Please read 27 and 28.
Item number 27 is an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez, President, Community and Business Development Committee report on petition for lodging house license for Hancock Hotel, 19 Hancock Street from Caritas Community Incorporated, with a recommendation for favorable action review in 6 months.
Favorable action, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made for favorable action. Is there a committee report?
Committee
Accept the
reported.
community, accept the committee report and favorable action.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We need actually a roll call on this.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have passed.
Mr. Chairman. Item number 28 is an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as President, Community and Business Development Committee report on petition for second-class motor deal license for Supreme Cars Incorporated, 3 Everett Ave, from Romulo Aguirre, President.
Favorable action, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made for favorable action, accept committee report, place on file, and do I have a second?
Second.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? The ayes have it. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have passed. Is there any other?
Chairman, I have another one, Stadium Auto Sales, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the number on the agenda, and haven't found it.
10.
Suspend Rule 7.1, take item 10 off the agenda.
Motion made to suspend Rule 7.1 and take item number 10 off the agenda. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Please read item number 10.
Item number 10 is an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as President, petition for a second-class motor deal license from Albert D. Simone, DBA Stadium Auto Sales at 35A Everett Ave.
This is a new license, Mr.
No.
Chairman. Renewal.
Renewal. All paperwork is in order.
Favorable action, Mr.
Second
Chairman.
motion.
Second.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded on the order. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sachetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have passed.
Mr. Chairman.
Is there any other sign-in?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Revert back to the regular order of business.
Item number 2, Mr. Chairman, is an order sponsored by Council Marquez as President that the Chief Procurement Office hereby granted permission to accept and dispose of the following 3 IBM typewriters.
Favorable action, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sochetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have passed. Please read item number 7. Actually, 6, I believe it is.
Item number 6, a resolution sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as president, resolved to adopt the City of Everett Complete Streets Resolution and the accompanying City of Everett Complete Streets Guide, a healthy approach to design.
Councilman Sachetta.
Yes, I received this in the mail and quite a lot to consume. I would like to have this sent to Committee on Community and Business Development and have either the mayor or his aide appear at that meeting.
Second.
Motion made to have this referred to the Committee on Community and Business Development and have either the mayor or someone from the mayor's office appear at that meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman, on the motion, could you please invite the sponsor also?
Please invite the sponsor as well. All those in favor? All those opposed?
I believe the mayor is a sponsor, not the mayor.
There is no sponsor.
There is no sponsor. It's
Yeah,
just,
it comes from the mayor's office.
it's either going to be the mayor or his designee.
But the person that sends it to committee should actually go to the committee meeting, because that's the person that has the question.
Oh.
You on the committee? Okay.
Item number 7 is an order sponsored by Councilor Michael Marquez as president, petition for a second-class motor dealer license from Cerro Matrano DBA Sales at 105 Broadway.
All the paperwork in order,
All
Mr. Chairman?
paperwork is in order.
Favorable action?
Second motion.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded on the order. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sochetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have granted.
Mr. Chairman.
Please read item number.
Item number 8 is an order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as president, petition for a second-class motor dealer license from Stephen Giuliano, DBA Empire Auto Sales Incorporated, at 7 Beecham Street.
Paperwork in order, Mr. Chairman?
Paperwork's in order.
Favorable action?
Second.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sochetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr.
You have granted.
Chairman.
Please read item number 9.
Item number 9 is the order sponsored by Council Michael Marquez as president, petition for a second-class motor dealer license from Khaled Cohort, DBA Main Street Car Sales at 148 Main Street. All paperwork's in order.
Favorable action on the order?
Second motion.
Motion made for favorable action and seconded. Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio. Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sochetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Chairman.
You have granted.
Chairman, please suspend Rule 7.1 on items 11 and 12. Accept the committee report and grant further time.
Motion made to accept the committee report, suspend Rule 7.1, accept committee report, and grant further time. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Where are we on, 13? Item number 13 is a Legislative Affairs and Election Committee report to amend City Council Rule 7.5A, executive session, so that it now reads, the City Council or any committee thereof shall only lawfully meet in executive session for one or more of the purposes enumerated in the Massachusetts Open Meeting Law. If any member questions the validity of the reason for the body entering into executive session, the body shall seek the advice of the City Solicitor's Office before entering into such executive session, with a recommendation for favorable action on the proposed amendment.
Accept the committee report and place on file with favorable action.
Motion made to accept the committee report, place on file, favorable action, and, do I have a second?
Second.
Second as
As
amended?
amended.
As amended, second? Please read the roll.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio. Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sochetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. President. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, you have passed. Please read item number 14.
Item number 14 is the Committee on Legislative Affairs and Election Review Report on the odd even side parking ban for snow removal to work out some problems and improve the ordinance with a recommendation request further time.
Counsel?
Accept the committee report and grant further time. Motion to grant further time. Second.
Motion made to accept the committee report and grant further time.
Second.
And seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 15 is Government Operation Public Safety and Service Committee report that the Traffic and Safety Commission come up with increased safety measures for the crosswalk at the high school, the one that goes to the State Marine, in the interest of public safety at that crosswalk.
Councilman Delasola?
This is referred to traffic.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to refer this item to traffic. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Please read item number 16.
Item number 16 is the Government Operations Public Safety and Service Committee report to increase pedestrian safety awareness at the intersection of Church Street, Mansfield Street, and Broadway.
Councilor DeFlorio?
With a recommendation?
There was a recommendation that we're gonna refer it to the mayor's office. I'm gonna be working with Sergeant Bova and the mayor's office to come up with a solution.
Thank you. So motion made to refer this to the mayor's office. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 17 is a resolution sponsored by Council Rosa DeFlorio and Council Cynthia Sani, Committee on Government Operations, Public Safety and Service Committee report on city contact owner of Gateway Shopping Plaza and writing requesting that they procure traffic detail on weekends and holidays due to serious public safety issues relative to traffic congestion in that area.
Mr. Chairman, the maintenance company did come to the committee, and they did say that they were gonna put 2 detail cops, one on one end and one on the other. But I did receive a call today that hasn't happened yet. So I really don't wanna refer this back to sponsor yet. I wanna make sure that this is enforced. So my recommendation is that I wanna send it to the police, make a motion to send it to the police department, and I wanna, with a written response to see if they have hired detail policemen, because they did say the detail was coming from the other police department.
Motion made and seconded to send this to the police department. Up on the motion. Councilman
On the motion,
Napolitano?
I'm just kind of curious, because, first of all, I support the need for details down there, but it seems every time we go down the Gateway Mall, there's the paddy wagons down there, and there always seems to be an ever police officer in the van in that area. Who is paying for that? Is that coming from, is the city supporting that, or is the mall paying for that as a detail?
Councilor DeFlorio,
The
could you
mall-
answer that question, please?
Yes, the mall is paying for that. That cop is only there in case anybody steals anything. It's strictly for the mall, and the mall pays that. That policeman is not required to do any traffic at all.
Yeah, from what I understand from the public safety meeting was that this was going to be a separate detail for traffic.
Thank you.
Motion?
On the motion.
Councilman McGonigal?
Just on that, Mr. Chairman, what about the state police? Where do they patrol? They're just on Route 16?
Route 16 and the Parkway.
And our Everett police are gonna patrol where? From
They're
the
going-
Rotary down?
From,
or
they're
in the
going to
mall
be
itself?
in the mall itself.
To try to smooth traffic?
Yes.
That's all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Welcome.
For that explanation.
This motion is to send this off to the police department with a request back
Request back within a month.
within a month
And to see if they have hired detail cops from the city of it.
to see if there is a detail there. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Please read item number 18.
Item number 18 is the Government Operations Committee report that Comcast appeared to explain the problem a number of citizens are having with their digital boxes. Systems are going out and they're losing hours of TV before it is corrected by Comcast. With a recommendation to refer the matter back to sponsor.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the gentleman from Comcast, Mr. Kelly, appeared, and he explained the situation. He also gave us business cards so that each and every one of our counselors, if we have problem with any of our constituents having Comcast problems, to give him a call personally, and he'll try to straighten it out. So I'm satisfied. I'll refer this back to sponsor.
Motion made and seconded to refer item number 18 back to sponsor. All those in favor? All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 19 is resolution is a Government Operations Committee report to invite Senator Sal Di Domenico, the head of Little League, or Representative Mayor's Office, to appear at the next Committee of Government Operations, Public Safety, and Service relative to explain the $50,000 earmark to do of the snack shack and bathrooms at Sacramone Park. Committee voted to report back to the City Council recommendation, request further time.
Make a motion to accept the committee report and grant further time.
Second motion.
Motion made to grant further time and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Please.
24.
Item number 24.
Item number 24 is the Committee and Business Development Committee report on petition for lodging house license from David A. Molly, DBA Fennels at 336 Broadway, with a recommendation for favorable action with a 6-month review.
Accept the committee report, Mr. Chairman, and favorable action on the order.
Motion made and seconded to accept the committee report and favorable action on the order. Roll call vote.
Counsel Capone.
Yes.
Counsel Della Sola.
Yes.
Counsel DeFlorio.
Yes.
Counsel Hanlon. Whoops. Counsel McGonigal.
Yes.
Counsel McKinnon.
Yes.
Counsel Napolitano.
Yes.
Counsel Sechetta.
Yes.
Counsel Sani.
Yes.
Counsel Simonelli.
Yes.
9 yeas, 0 nays.
You have granted. Please read item number 25.
Item number 25 is Community and Business Development Committee report on a petition for an auto repair mechanical license for Louis F. Norena, DBA Easy Auto Care, 172 Chelsea Street.
Councilman Capone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We just had this at committee, and there was an issue that was raised. I took a look at paperwork, and it's of a sensitive nature, but nothing had resulted in a conviction. So I would move that we grant the license with a 6-month review.
What item is this? I'm sorry.
25.
This is 25. Is there a second on that?
I second the motion.
Motion made to grant the license with a 6-month review. Roll call vote.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Just,
Councilman McGonigal on the motion.
yeah, on the motion, Mr. Chairman, just so I can, again, I'm not here to put anybody out of business or hurt any businessmen in the city, being a businessman myself. But the Corey report, as Councilor Capone stated, there are no convictions, but it does raise alarms to me after reading it. I don't want to talk about it too much. At the committee report, we're going to need a translator to communicate with this gentleman, whether it's his business manager or whatever. I just don't like the way it's set up, this license. I really don't, and I will not be in favor of it. I'm not here to hurt him, but I'm not in favor of it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Councilwoman DeFlorio.
I agree with Councilman Barnacle. I actually would like to get an opinion from the city solicitor, but I don't want to open this up right now. So I don't know how to handle this at the moment. And maybe the city clerk could give me a recommendation. I would like an opinion from the city solicitor.
City solicitor
Okay,
is in the audience.
I really don't want to
Okay.
open it up for discussion, so because the gentleman does not speak English, and maybe he should have a representative with him that does understand English, have his own attorney come the next time. So I would like to lay it on the table for another month and have the person that's coming for this license bring a representative, an attorney that could speak English and translate before I open this to discussion. So my motion is to lay it on the table for 1 month.
Respectfully, I would probably refer it back to Business and Community Development and let it take place in committee.
I'll withdraw my motion.
Councilman
Make a
Capone
motion.
has made a motion, he's just withdrawn it. Please, you make a
So
motion.
we're gonna make a motion to refer it back to the
Community and Business Development.
Committee of Business and Development.
Motion made.
And invite, Mr. Chairman, if I
And
may,
also-
invite the city solicitor.
And also he should come with a representative that speaks English.
All right, motion made and seconded to refer this back to the Community and Business Committee, and also have an interpreter for the individual as well as have the city solicitor there. Roll call vote. Oh, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it, you have done so.
26 we did, right?
29? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
29,
29.
I think so. Pretty sure.
Item number 29 is the Ways and Means Committee report on examination of monthly bills and accounts submitted for review by the city auditor with a recommendation that all future bills be submitted on vendor letterhead, that all department heads' names appear on the head sheet. Accept the committee
Accept the
report.
committee
That's
report,
all.
place on file.
Motion made to accept the committee report, place on file. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, the ayes have it. You have done so.
Item number 30 is a resolution sponsored by Council John Leo McKinnon. The company that is changing water meters provide a statement of what homeowners and businesses are signing but cannot get a copy of at the time of service.
If I may, from the chair, I would like to actually invite the company up, as well as someone from the mayor's office to actually discuss this in government affairs and public safety.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Thank you. Motion made and so moved. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 31 is a resolution sponsored by Council John Lee McKinnon to invite Police Chief Mays and Auxiliary Police Chief Leonard Jordan to a Government Operations, Public Safety, and Service Committee to discuss auxiliary police patrol proposal.
If I may, from the chair, I'd like both chiefs to be invited to the public safety meeting and also a representative from the union, both Superior and also patrolmen.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Also, I would like to amend this by adding Councilman Napolitano to this. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 32 is a resolution sponsored by Council John Lee McKinnon to invite Mr. Dave Devon up to the next meeting relative to his request to utilize Glendale Park on May 23rd to May 26th for the 30th Annual Classic in memory of Val Vega, the veteran, and also 49 years coach Babe Ruth, the city of Everett. They're requesting 2 games on Friday, one at 6 p.m. and another at 8 p.m., and a game at 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
If I may, from the chair, I'd like to invite Mr. Devana to the next meeting to explain what he's trying to do here with this, and also if we could have someone from the Parks Commission as well as someone from the mayor's office appear as well.
Second that motion.
Is that in committee, Mr. Chairman, or is that before us?
That would be before us. He's just coming to ask for permission to utilize the park for that period of time.
Second that motion.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it.
Item number 33 is an ordinance sponsored by Council Peter Napolitano that revised ordinance of the city of Everett be amended by adding a section to be numbered 7-6, which said section reads as transfer of funds.
I'd like to refer this to Legislative Affairs Committee.
Second motion.
Motion made and seconded to refer this to the Legislative Affairs Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Before we go, Councilman Della Solo, we did not do this at the beginning. We should have, but I apologize. I'm sorry. So
That's
we can do
okay.
it now.
I just like to have a moment of silence, stand-up moment of silence for Frank Baradino, passed away last week. Frank is the father of Arthur and Steve from State Line Graphics and a family friend of my family, and I'm sure a lot of people here in the city of Everett. Passed away Wednesday of last week.
Thank
you. Excuse me, Mr. President, also, we stand for moment of silence for Robert Post, a city worker for Everett, the water department, very dedicated guy, good man, and rest in peace.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor? All those opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you.